Hey everybody, welcome to Turnaround Tuesday. We're going to be talking about what is going on in the market today. If we go to the SPY, we're going to see exactly what we thought would be occurring. So 2 down in green on a Monday and then 2-2 on a Tuesday, taking out Monday's highs. So what that does is it puts this weekly continuity bright green. So how are you going to turn that around? We still have not reclaimed last week's lows, but it is green on the week. So if that's not changing, the weekly group is a buyer as far as we can identify. On the Qs, same thing, 2-2 on a Tuesday. If you go to the Dow Jones, 2-2 on a Tuesday. Go to IBM, 2-2 on a Tuesday, a little bit weaker. But you got simultaneous break there. And that tells you if we go to the sector ETFs, you're going to see home builders are doing that. Healthcare's did that. They're not staying in force, but they are doing that. Industrials did that. Energy's a little bit. They're a little weaker in there. You got a few things going down. If we go to financials, slight kicking pattern in there. So you'll have things like JP Morgan, hammer day up, PNC, hammer day up. You will have things like Goldman Sachs, 2-2 to the upside. And then a little weaker in Citi, Bank of America, that type of stuff. Wells Fargo, a little weaker. But you got some of that stuff doing it. If we go to Visa, inside day green, MasterCard, inside day green. So we'll see if anything comes of that tomorrow. If we then go and take a look at the industrial sector, you'll see the 2-2s in there. CAT had some earnings, so it was on the gap list. And they had a nice little 3-2-15 this morning. Obviously not the craziest stuff in there, but a couple percent. And now they're a little stuck in that morning range. Go on the 60-1. So we'll see if that changes. But 2-2 on a Tuesday, so we'll see if that continues to reconfirm. The big names will have things like Meta doing that, already at magnitude though. Microsoft doing that, coming from the bottom of its weekly try, bright green on the week, reclaiming last week's lows. Things like Amazon, 2-2 on a Tuesday with a potential 3-3 week. And we can take a scan and see how many things do we got trying to go 3-3 on the week, since we had a lot of outside weeks last week. And what I'm going to do is just scanned 3 last week and then 2 down and closing above the low of last week's range, plus a 2-2 on a Tuesday. Give me 1 sec to get that up. So we'll have about 32 things doing that. You're going to have Amazon doing that. You're going to have JP Morgan doing that. A few of them in the financials, which a lot of those are going to be smaller stocks in the regional banks. Tiva is going to be doing that. You will have then a lot more financials, APO doing that. You can see TP on a Tuesday. We'll add that to the list. I'm actually going to, yeah, so these are sorted by volume. So it's a lot more financials than anything else that I can see. KKR is doing that. Fizz, it's already almost outside week. TFC, the financials is doing that. So a lot more financials than anything else, at least sorted by volume there. And it's just going to continue to be more of that. NLY in the financials is doing that 3-3 week potentially with 2-2 on a Tuesday. AXP in the financials potentially doing that as well. And even Futu in the financials potentially doing that as well. So I got a lot of those. Maybe some home builder stuff with Home Depot, but that's sort of the only one I see there. And then the rest of them are going to be mostly information technology. So you're going to have Autodesk, 2-2 on a Tuesday, potential 3-3 week. CRM, which is a little weaker. Into 2-2 on a Tuesday, potential 3-3 week. And ANET, 2-2 on a Tuesday, potential 3-3 week. And then KLAC, 2-2 on a Tuesday, potential 3-3 week. So we can either have a huge list of those or you can pick out your favorites. Personally, I like the KLAC, I like Amazon, I like JP Morgan, and then the XLF. You'll have things like Goldman Sachs and APO that are going to be nice and strong in there too. And then on the Strat Attack / Strat Time Report today, we're going to have CTLT on the time report. A nice 322. I believe this is healthcare. It's already taken its magnitude out, but we'll see if anything sets up again there. GoDaddy. GoDaddy had a nice 2-2 with full time from continuity today from the scans, and you can see in here today, they got after it, all-time highs though, so we'll see. In the real estates, similarly, this big 3-2 day in force, bright green, full time from continuity. Then FICO, you'll have inside up and then reconfirm that with full time from continuity. But it is a $1,700 stock at this point. Dash will also be on that Strat Attack list there. So 3-2 up to start the week with full time from continuity with a RevStrat month in force, still has magnitude up into 132. And then on the downside, there's very few, but you'll have Hess. 2 down to start the week. Bright red, full time from continuity down. A 2-2 month and a RevStrat quarter PMG, which still has some range to go in there. And the other side of this mother bar is way down here. So that is going to be it as far as we can tell, 2-2 on a Tuesday. And then the question is going to be tomorrow, do all of these things reconfirm, giving control back to those weekly guys again? Or do they attempt to change what's happening? And given a lot of things are reversing up today, if we go to take a look at the scan site, we said, as far as scans are concerned, full time frame continuity up, in force to the upside would be all the buys. And remove that market cap sort. So you got 14 things up on the day, full time from continuity. On the downside, you got like very few. If we go in force bearish, you can see one thing, RHI and the industrial. So really not much going on the downside. And if we just scan 2 up or 2 down, we can get a quantitative analysis of what the market's doing with no bias. So 2 up on the day, 329. That's a lot, right? 2 down on the day, 51. So still heavily biased to the upside after turnaround Tuesday. So we know that for sure. How are you going to turn that around? If we go to inside days, you'll see we were about 190 this morning. On the second 60, we got about 170 now. So 170 inside days, either up or down tomorrow to confirm direction that the market's taken or negate direction, change what's occurring. At this point, though, most things are going up, so it's going to be difficult to turn that around. We'd prefer to have inside bars up tomorrow as our main focus. And that's going to be it for your little time report. I'll see you guys in the nightly video tonight. Have a good rest of your trading day.